Okay, I'm really bad with names. At the start of the week, Maka had $30 of her monthly allowance left. That week, she spent a fifth of the money on bus fares, half of the money on shopping, and a quarter of the money on snacks. So how much did she have left at the end of the week?
Quarter of the total or a quarter of the amount that she had left?
I think the quarter of the, like everything's based on the full, the 30. Is that what you're meaning? I think. Okay.
She spent 95% of her money. That's crazy.
So,
Or wait, no.
what do you want to do here? Do you want to do...
65% of her money.
We're going to do this two different ways. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you two different ways. $30 times a fifth. Do you know that 30 could really just be a 30 over on top of a 1? The same thing?
Divided by 1, which still equals
Yeah.
30.
So really, this is the same idea as, well, what's 30 divided by 5? Do you get that? Timesing by a fifth and dividing by 5, those are the same math process. Does that make sense in your head? Timesing by 1/5 and dividing by 5, right? Because that ends up being that way. Okay, so she spent $6 on her bus. $30 times a half. So what is really a half of 30, or what's 30 divided by 2? 15 on shopping. And $30 times a quarter. I don't think this is going to be a nice number. So let's go, oops, 30 over 4. We're going to go into mixed here because this is a, okay, can we go reduce? Can you reduce that? Divide by 2, so 15 over 2. How many times does 2 fit into 15? 7 and a half. So $7.50 on snacks. You think that's a lot?
That's a lot. That's not that much.
I could spend that. That's like
That's what I make for hours.
2 snacks. That's like chips and a pop. Okay, now what do we have to do? Add it all together. So we've spent 6 plus 15 plus 7.5. What are we at to? What are we at here? 21. 7 more. 28.50. What do we have to do? Because the question says how much does she have left? Subtract 1.50 left. That's your answer. Okay, we're going to try it in a little bit of a different way and see if we work out the same. I'm going to, yep. I'm going to add all the fractions. So I spent a fifth of my money and a half of it and a quarter of it. Let's see what happens if we add them all together. Now we have to find a common number between 3 things. 20. 20 is going to be the one we're picking for all of them to work.
4, 10.
So times by 4. We're gonna have to times this one by a 10. We're gonna have to times this one by 5. So we spent 19 out of 20.
That's 95 over 100.
No, it's less than 100 because it's under. Like if you got 19 out of 20 on the test, you got something wrong. Is that what you mean? Yeah.
That's 95%. I guess.
So, what's the fraction of money that we have left?
1 over 20.
We have 1 over 20 of our money left. So, what's 1/20th of 30? So what's 30 over 20? Also known as, if I reduce by 10, what's 3 divided by 2? 1.5. Look at that. Okay, I don't know which way you liked. I would have said maybe the first way would be easier. The second way is a little more of the complex thinking. Okay, so you're supposed to do this one on your own. We can kind of work on it together here. So if you had $50, but you spent a fifth of it on a movie, can you think about what that is? And again, it's the same as saying just dividing by 5. $10.
That's cheap. That is so cheap. He spent 25 on the golf.
$50, but you spent half of it on golf. So what's half of 50? $25. And you spent a tenth of your money on snacks. So divide by 10, same idea. $5. So if we add that up, how much have we spent? $40. So we started at 50, we spent 40. Therefore we have 10 left. All right, time to work.